right this time. I tried it and then I forgot to do the public thing. Lulu, is it working? Hopefully we have it public this time. I tried. Nope. What? Nope. It's still not? Yeah. I put public. Let me try one more time. See if you can get on.
Well, it won't show it in the notifications. Wait, is it going?
Yeah, there it is. Okay, can you get on? It should be live now. It's live now, right? You guys can see me, hear me. I'm still learning, you guys.
It's saying I can't go on it.
It's not letting you? I'm sorry, honey.
Because of the restricted mode.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll get that fixed. All right, hi, guys. So I am still figuring out this whole live thing. So please be patient with me. I'm figuring it out. I had tried doing it like a little bit ago and did again the unlisted thing. So now we're live. Okay, hallelujah, we got it figured out. Welcome, welcome, those who are joining me right now. Hello, hello, hello. And those watching the rebroadcast, hello and welcome. All right, so what are we doing today? Well, we are looking at the rest of the craft store haul. Lulu, turn it off in there. I don't want to hear my voice echoing me, please. Not that I don't love my voice, but okay, so we're just gonna jump right in and show you the other stuff. Hopefully you watched the video I posted up earlier that had all the other craft stuff, but I think I saved enough for us to have something to look at now, and then also to hopefully be able to answer some questions and things like that, whatever that you guys have that you want to talk about. I am seeing your comments. Hello, hello, hello. It'll take me a while to be able to figure out how to read all those and respond to those while still we're working on it. Anyway, okay, let's just jump in, shall we? So this is the stuff from this last weekend. It was a Joann's Crafts and Fabrics. Sorry, my glasses are like totally glary. Let's see if I go over here. A Joann's Crafts and Fabrics, and they did have a huge like compactor, but next to it, Reagan, go play. He's making funny faces at me. Oh, you. What's that word? Rapscallion? Rapscallion. Anyway, there was a huge compactor, but there was also a bin next to it that was open that I didn't think would have anything, but ended up being this massive, fabulous haul. So, love when that happens. There was this bucket, little bucket, and I thought, oh, for sure it'll be cracked. It's not cracked. It's perfectly fine. I keep going out of focus. Sorry about that. Anyway, perfectly good little Easter bucket. And then this is an interesting one. It's kind of funny. There are several of these. They're stencils. But here's the thing, they slashed the stencils to make sure no one could use them, but they were so silly. So they didn't slash both words. So because there are several of these, I'm not gonna dig for them right now, but there's a whole bunch of them. So all I have to do if I decide to use this is grab one of the ones, there's James in the background, see his sexy legs. Not you, Reagan. So I can use one of the ones that has morning that's not slashed and one of the ones that has sunshine that's not slashed. So they failed in their mission to make these unusable. Pretty cool. Then there's this wreath, and you know all that burlap? If you watched the video this morning, you'll remember there was all that awesome printed burlap with different colors and stuff on it. I don't know, what do you think? You guys are way more crafty than me in this department. So what if I were to do the strips of the burlap and artfully wrap them around here? Or should I keep some of that straw stuff visible? I don't know. You guys tell me. The last time that I dealt with one of these straw wreaths, I was probably like 13, and I think we stuck like little pieces of fabric in it to make kind of a floofy thing. I don't know. Ideas, thoughts? We also, of course, could just do like silk flowers stuck into it, but it's perfectly good. There is absolutely nothing wrong with it. On the UPC, It says like EOU or something to that effect. I'm not really sure. In your area, all the bins are locked or have a big compactor. Yeah, I run into that myself. Honestly, you guys, I run through like a whole 2 valleys to get the stuff that I get. I go through Utah County and Salt Lake County and sometimes North Salt Lake. I have to run around a lot too. We have lots of locked bins and compactors, and it is incredibly frustrating. So frustrating. Anyway, next were these things, and you guys, everyone said that these were stamps. So I'm going to take your word for it, that these are in fact stamps. So in fact, I think I have some of they're not glass, but they're those plastic blocks, because a cousin of mine used to do like a scrapbooking MLM, you know, and you do like parties. And I'm pretty sure I bought some from her. So isn't it that you just take these off and you stick them on those blocks and then color them or dip them in the ink, right? Yeah, rubber stamping. Okay, so anyway, these ones are for a tea party and they're adorable. I hope you guys can see those. But there's like, look at that, like little tea sets. Sorry, I was gonna do my nails for you guys so you'd have pretty nails to look at. It didn't happen. Little invitations, candles, tea for 2, me for you, cupcakes. Anyway, those are super fun. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep them yet. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Like I've said, we don't do a ton of stamping, so maybe we'll sell them or see if some of our friends are into them. Then there is this garland, and it's not a big piece, and maybe that's why they threw it out. Maybe it used to be longer, but it has like some little grapes on it. We'll think of something to do with it. Like I mentioned in the video earlier today, I'm thinking I can use a lot of these flowers to do decorations for my dad's grave and other family members' graves. I don't know. Let's see. I didn't think I would be awake, but I woke up in time. Christine, I'm so glad you could join us. Thank you for being here. All of my darling Frugal friends that are like across the ocean, far away. Holy cow, thank you. I know the time difference is all kinds of wacky and you probably should be in bed by now. Thank you so much for being here. It means the world to me. Okay, what else? Oh, I was saying, so I was thinking I can use a lot of those flowers because they really are accumulating. I'm getting a lot of them. So I could start decorating my dad's grave a little bit more, or other family members, or maybe, I don't know, start sharing and donating. Who do you donate silk flowers to though? I don't know who to donate those to. Anyway, but I have a lot of them and really it's too many for me at this point. Then there were all of these little hearts. They're like stickers. The little Valentine's hearts. That one says text me. And then like cutie. Whole bunch of those. Let's see. Great for resale. Okay, the silk flowers she's talking about. Where do you resell them? Like, I don't know. Is that something you would resell on eBay? Or is that something more like just locally in your neighborhood on the yard sale site? Would you sell them? I don't know. Speaking of which, there are some more. Carol Thomas, you made it this time. Oh, I'm so glad. Wonderful. So glad to have you. Facebook Market. Yeah, I could probably do it there. We have several yard sale sites around here that I am a part of, but have not really done much with in the last several years. Anyway, there are some more flowers, and these ones are really pretty. And it looks like it's just a remnant piece of maybe a bigger piece that it used to be. But look how pretty those are. What kind of flower would that be in real life? I have no idea. The name camellia is coming to me, but I don't think that's what it is. If any of you can identify the flower that is meant to be, please tell me, because it's lovely. Another flower, just a random rose. A couple of shimmery plastic eggs, and I am doing a Easter egg hunt this weekend, so I will add these to the many, many others. Quince. You think that those flowers are quince? That's possible. That's possible. I'm not terribly familiar with them. I should be, but I'm not. Let's see. Rose of Sharon. Okay, maybe. Barbara, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. So there's those. And then This one I will need your help identifying. It is foam, some kind of foam. Let's see if I can turn on some light in here. I don't know that that helped much. But anyway, these are, it's some kind of foam thing, and it's got lines, but they're just colored on. They're not like, what's the word, like embossed or anything. They're just little lines. What do I do with that? Used for making quilts. Okay, how is it used? Is it like, oh, my mother-in-law, she just did like a papered quilt, like the blocks, some kind of, anyway, it was birds, and she called it papering, I think, paper quilting. Is that the same idea with this? But if so, how do you then sew it or stitch it? I don't know.
Maybe it's one of those in the car activities.
Olivia thinks it's an in the car activity. Oh, to put the yarn through, but there's not really holes for it. Okay, then there are a ton of these, and I don't know that I'll gather all of them up right now, but I'll gather some. Look at these. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh, you know I love sparkles, gems, anything glittery. Oh my goodness. See that? These are fantastic. Anyway, there are tons of them, and they're the sticky kind. They already have the adhesive on them. So tons and tons of them. I have 3 kids. They're all in elementary school. We do tons of school projects, stuff like that. These will come in handy. There is a bunch, and all of these are open. I need to gather them up and put them in bags, but a ton of this glittery stuff. It's snowflakes. The like glittery snowflakes that get everywhere and are an absolute disaster. Blinging them out on your phone, that would be cute. That would be really, do they stay on? Do they stay on very well, or do they fall off everywhere? I wouldn't want them to fall off. Then there's a whole bunch of these. I'm just gonna grab a few of them, but there are a whole bunch. There's like snowflake glitter everywhere. What are these? These, they retail for $6. They're little pockets, just like a little pocket. Not big enough to be for your glasses. Maybe for cards of some kind. I don't know. It's a thick, kind of like a faux leather. What is that for? Anyone? I don't know. But they had them clearanced at $2.97. And obviously they didn't sell. There's a whole bunch of them, tons more of them in here. But anyway, would you put just gift cards in there? I have no idea. But they're cute, whatever they are. I just don't know what to use them for. There's some of those cloths for cleaning your glasses. And then this is really neat. There are a whole bunch of these. They're 2018 vision boards, free vision board kits. So it comes with, I'm not sure how much of that is actually in here. Oh, I could just read it and that would tell me, huh? 1 vision board, 2 prompt cards, 3 sticker sheets, and 4 happy banners. So, and there were several packs of these, so I grabbed all the ones that I was able to reach, but fun scrapbooking or crafting type project, I guess. Then there's this, and stackable storage. It's glass. So the bottom one is broken. It has a crack here, and that's unfortunate because it has the really neat base, but the top 2 and the lid are perfectly fine. So I'm thinking we'll just get rid of the base. That'll still be cute, don't you think? Just having just this much. You could put like cotton balls or Q-tips in there, maybe. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Sucks about the base, but if the base wasn't broken, it wouldn't have been in the bins. James! My husband's friend is here. They're going for a bike ride. There are also, seriously, everything is covered in snowflake glitter. But these are some cards, and I think there were envelopes. Yep, the square envelopes that go with them. There's several of these in various colors. Yeah. Anyway, we can make cards galore. I've told you I don't buy any kind of greeting cards anymore because, number one, I find so many of them in the bins. And if I don't find actual cards, I find the supplies for them. Did the kids enjoy the AG finds? Yes, they did. But we need to plan a day to just do nothing else but play with our American Girl dolls. We've done it before, but we need to do it again. I thought we would do that over spring break, but there were about a million things I thought we would do over spring break. We didn't, but we are going to. Anyway, so there are some card making supplies. There's a random pattern. It says Education Simplicity Pattern, but I can't tell if it's been cut or not. I'll have to look and see if it's been cut, but it's just to make these cute coats, kind of like pea coats. Really cute. Most of the rest of it is scrapbooking stuff. Ugh. Trying to do this without getting the glitter all over my living room. So more of the stamps, and I think there's different ones. Okay, yeah, see these ones have with love and thank you, sending you kisses, a little baby boy, a little baby girl, you are amazing. So there are others, but there's also more of the tea set or tea party ones.
I love the AG finds.
Oh, Olivia says they love the AG finds. There was a little glass jar and the lid there is broken. So thoughts. What my first thought is some of the burlap or some ribbon, just something to cover that part, something to go around here, maybe put a flower right here, or just get rid of the lid entirely and just use it to hold candles. It says Easter container. Holy cow! It says 20 bucks, $19.99. Who would pay 20 bucks for that? I wouldn't, but maybe it had something in it before or went with something else. I don't know. But anyway, if you take the lid off, it would be fine as just a little candle holder, but I'm sure we could glam it up a little. Ooh, ooh. What about with some of the gems? That might, some of the sticky, I'm getting glitter snowflakes. Some of the glitter gems around it might be fun. I don't know. Okay, there are a few more things, but I thought if you guys have any questions, this might be a good time to ask some of those questions. Go ahead and pop those in for me to see while I am gathering up a couple more things for us to look at. What is this? Eyes. These are eyes for like putting on cupcakes and cakes. I don't know how long these last, but I mean, they're sugar, right? So sugar lasts for a while. Oh, use the glitter on the jar. I could totally do that too. And using the sticky gems on for making cards. And I have the stuff for the cards right there, so that's perfect. Any idea how long these are good for? They're just, you know, let you put on cupcakes and cakes and stuff, little eyeballs. How was my birthday? My birthday was yesterday and it was fabulous. The best part about it was taking a nap. Quite honestly, I took a nap for about 3 hours. And when you turn 37, I think that's probably one of the best gifts that you can give yourself. One of my dearest cousins, she's actually my very favorite cousin. I hadn't seen her in about 5 years. She happened to be in town for a couple days and she came and spent her morning, oh, bye my love, be safe. She came and spent her morning with me yesterday, hours and hours, and we laughed like the dickens. I mean, we were insane laughing. I'm sure the neighbors could have heard us laughing. Well, me at least, but that's not unusual. It was fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic. We had the most wonderful time. Other than that, I really didn't do much for my birthday, which is kind of weird because normally I make a big, huge deal out of it, and I didn't. So I think it's just as I'm getting closer to 40, I'm kind of like, but maybe I should be doing it the other way and make it more fun and more exciting. Might make it easier to get older. Okay. Oh, how many hours or how many miles? Well, let's do both. Okay. On Sundays, which is the main day that I go diving, I will let you know, starting later spring and into summer, I dive on Saturdays as well, Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings, because there just is so much to try to get to, and I like to be done by noon any of the days that I'm doing it. Kirkland, we no longer have a Kirkland here. I am so sad. That was one of my absolute favorite stores, was Kirkland's, but we don't have one that I know of in Utah, but definitely not anywhere close. Yeah, it is a huge bummer. But I do travel probably about 50 miles I want to say at least 50 miles on a Sunday, starting at the south end of the valley and then heading all the way up through Salt Lake. So I do travel quite a ways, and I like to be out of here by 7:30 if I'm being really on top of it, but at the very latest by 8, I'd like to be out and try to be done by noon. But it is at least 50 miles that I travel. Yeah, but here's the thing. I try to make the most of my time and of my gas money, and so I have a planned route of places that I know are likely to produce and that are likely to be lucrative, and I definitely hit those. They're my priority. But along the way, if I get like a hunch or a feeling or see that there's a bin that's like overflowing, or sometimes you just have a feeling, you know, then I'll definitely stop. Every now and then, I do want to, you know, hit up a new place, kind of check a place out, just on a whim, just as kind of a reconnaissance, but I try not to go too far out of my way when I'm doing that, because I do want to maximize like gas and time and stuff like that. Any other questions on the dumpster diving routine? Do I ever come across canning jars in bulk? Oh, yes. Yes, I do. I have mountains of canning jars. A lot of them I've gotten from my mother-in-law and other family members. Some I've bought, some I've gotten from neighbors, but I have also found whole boxes of not only the canning jars, but the lids and the rings. There is a video somewhere buried in our channel where I made plum sauce last year. All of the jars, the lids, and the rings, the whole kit and caboodle, all from the dumpsters. Yeah, the things people throw away, it never ceases to amaze me. Do I shop resale? Are you meaning like thrift store? Is that what you're meaning? Do I sell my finds? Yes, I do. Sometimes on local platforms like Facebook, but mainly on eBay. Thank you for loving my videos. I appreciate it. But I do also share a ton with family and friends. A lot of my nieces and nephews wear coats and sweaters from the bins. We've all benefited greatly from those finds. But yeah, I share a lot with family. My mom and my mother-in-law know they have first dibs on several different kinds of items because that's what I do. Do I check out resale shops like Goodwill, Salvation Army? So here in this area, we have Deseret Industries, which is run by the Mormon or LDS church. That's the biggest one in the area, but we also have Savers, and I do hit some of those. The problem that I have with them is the prices are marked up significantly. Sometimes you'll find a really good deal, but I don't know. I'm not in love with the prices a lot of the time. It just seems like too much for me to pay. Now, if I go to the little like mom and pop thrift stores, there's not nearly as much selection, but the prices are definitely a lot better, and you can haggle sometimes. I do go to thrift stores, but not nearly as much as I used to. So I just find that a lot of times the stuff that we need, we end up finding in the bins. So every now and then a thrift store. My husband goes to thrift stores actually quite often to get like work pants and work shirts. And I used to pretty regularly, but not in a long while. Part of it is that I am a full-time student. I don't know if all of you know that, but I am a full-time student finishing up my very last semester of college. And so we're a little busy. I have 3 kids all in school, and so it's a little busy. But I would love to start hitting up the thrift stores a little more often. That would be nice. Let me see what those questions were. Okay, Pier 1. No, I have not really hit any Pier 1 stores specifically. When I was out this last weekend looking around, I did see some Pier 1 stores kind of close to some of the places that I hit up, and I will check out their bins and see what our situation is. Some of you are mentioning that, you know, they destroy everything at your Pier 1. That is unfortunately a very common practice. If you see, I go to like Office Max and Office Depot, but really only for the purpose of showing you guys what they've destroyed, because I've never found anything good there, except maybe once. I think there was once that I did, and the employees just maybe didn't feel like destroying stuff that day. But generally when I go to those bins, It's to show you what they've sliced up because they don't tend to let stuff go to be salvaged, which is unfortunate. Lots of stores do that. I don't know about Pier 1 here. If any local divers happen to be on this, please let us know, or in the rebroadcast. I know there are a few local divers that follow our channel. Please let us know. Have you tried Pier 1? What have your results been? But I promise, check Pier 1 this weekend, at least 1 or 2 of them, and we'll see what's going on around here. All right, what else? We don't have a Goodwill anywhere close to me. I don't know about in the Salt Lake area, but I will look. I'll just Google it and look. Ulta, I have looked in Ulta so many times and I finally gave up. In fact, this last weekend was the first time that I didn't look in the Ulta bin because there hasn't been anything. I see these amazing Ulta haul videos of makeup galore. I've never found any. I would love to, but it hasn't happened. Let's see, GameStop. I have looked at several GameStops, but it's been a few years since I've found anything in a GameStop bin, unfortunately, and they do have a reputation of destroying things. Some of the stuff can be repaired, like if it's a sliced cord, that can be repaired, but I've seen on other videos, people that I watch, that they break the discs and bash things up and all that other nonsense that unfortunately we're kind of used to seeing. Yeah, it sucks. Let's see. What else? Okay, the bins in the back of thrift stores. Yes. Did you see, look in the Dumpster Diving 2018 playlist, and I did get a whole bunch of toys out of the Savers bin. It was a big, huge industrial bin, and the door to it happened to be open because an employee, I didn't realize this when I started going in there, an employee was coming and going, throwing stuff away. Luckily, they weren't out there for a while, and I grabbed up tons of toys, perfectly good toys that had already been through the store. They had the stickers, like the Savers price stickers on them, but for whatever reason, they were throwing them away. I gathered up as many of those as I could. I have also looked at the Deseret Industries bins. Most of them, either they're too scary for me to get into them because I'm afraid that like a mountain would fall on top of me, or they are stuff that legitimately looks like garbage. So I will continue to swing by the thrift store bins, but you know, it's kind of a hit and miss. You never know what you're gonna find. Let's see. What else are we asking?
Good job, Davis Clark.
Olivia's saying, good job, Davis Clark. In the Pier 1 dumpster, I found brand new crystal cups and gold chargers. That is fantastic. What are some other things that you guys have found? Some amazing, awesome, let's see, a straightener. What else? Tell me, what are the other amazing things that you guys have found in the bins? I love hearing what wonderful things are being salvaged. Oh, it makes my heart so happy. And even just knowing that other people are out there doing this, you guys, we're a team. We are a team saving the world. Burke's dumpster? What's a Burke's? Is that I'm guessing a chain store? Is that a thrift store? I am not at all familiar with Burke's. Our Salvation Army used to have bins indoors that we could look through. I found a diamond sapphire 18 karat gold necklace. Holy cow. Okay, so that brings us to gold, right? Gold and silver, silver and gold. I have found a lot of jewelry in the bins. My biggest story is where I found the big gold flake. But there's also been lots of collectible jewelry, lots of silver, lots of sterling. And generally when I find those, it's because people were like in a rush or didn't want to bother and they were just cleaning out, not stores, but like families, people cleaning out their loved ones' things or cleaning out their own home because it was spring cleaning time or whatever. And that's how the jewelry has tended to end up in all of that, which is really sad, especially when it's like their grandma passed on and they dump her whole life into the bins. I've seen that several times and it's horrific. Like all of these handicrafts, tatted lace, crocheted little baby clothes and booties. I've seen all of that thrown away and it's...
A wishbone and a purse.
It's tragic. Okay, Olivia's trying to keep me caught up on comments. She's so helpful. Bed, Bath & Beyond. I don't have any access to a good Bed Bath & Beyond bin. Most of the ones in our area, unfortunately, are compactors. So that sucks. If I could find one that didn't have a compactor, you know I would be in there. Let's see what else you guys have found. Okay. We went to Michael's on Monday and found a floor ceramic lamp with a crack in it. I'm turning it into a candelabra for Halloween. Oh, you are after my own heart. Halloween is my absolute favorite holiday, and I do all kinds of crazy, wacky decorations for that. In fact, almost anything with enough black or silver spray paint can be turned into a Halloween decoration of some kind. We found a huge trash pile from an eviction, okay, filled with jewelry, gold, silver, etc. I love evictions. Let me rephrase that. I don't love that people get evicted. That is unfortunate and it sucks. But eviction hauls are amazing. You never know what you're gonna get. It's just like a gold mine of undiscovered treasures. You have to dig through a lot of stuff, but they're my favorite. Our local Goodwill found $4,000, I'm guessing that's $4,000 in cash. Oh my goodness. $4,000 in cash in a DVD case about 5 years ago. So always check DVD, VHS, and books for cash. In a DVD case, they had that kind of money? That's insane. I found a lot of jackets in the Burlington dumpster. I have not checked Burlington. I should do that. The problem is the closest Burlington is in Orem, Utah, and they have a city ordinance against dumpster diving. And so I have to be so careful when I'm in Orem. But I'm gonna see if there are any other Burlingtons along my route, because I should check them out. I found tons of clothes by my daughter's condo this week and a beautiful cut glass crystal pitcher. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that's fabulous, fabulous. We have to be very careful though, needles everywhere. You know, I hear a lot of people saying that, Deborah, and I think I've just been incredibly fortunate. I have been so lucky. I've never run into needles. There was one instance where there was like a box of someone's belongings and it did have what looked like, you know, use for diabetic purposes, needles, because there were other supplies in there that led me to believe that it was a diabetic situation. But luckily for me, they were in a box, you know, and not really where I would be exposed to them and be hurt by them. I've been really lucky. You know, it's been a decade that I've been doing this and have not run into that kind of problem. So, but that doesn't mean that it won't happen. And so definitely 100% be so careful. Wear closed-toed shoes, you know, really durable shoes covering your feet. Wear gloves. Do better at it than I do. I am working on it. I promise I'm working on remembering to wear gloves. Be smart. Be wise about what you're doing, you know, because the more cautious you are, the safer you'll be. Let's see. Did I answer all the questions, you guys? I think I did. Okay, so let's look at a few more things. And then we'll do a couple more questions and then we'll probably wrap it up. All right, so there are some caster wheels, brand new pack of 4 of them. How cool is that? Pet Smarter Petco, I did hit one of those this weekend and found a little terrarium half log thing, brand new, that I guess the little critters go under or something to hide out and be safe. This thing, Wilton, so it's a spatula for making cakes, I guess. I don't know. But I'm thinking they got rid of it because it has this little tiny chip. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a little tiny chip right there. So I don't know. There you go. Then there's this thing. What is this, you guys? It says paper craft inspirations. What is that? Anyone? I have no idea. It's hard plastic and it's got all these little lines in it, these indented lines. Paper craft. Anyone know? Let's see. There are some things of ink, but they're open and dried out, so that's unfortunate. A candle lid. I think next time if I have stuff that I'm gonna show you that's in a box, I'm gonna go through it first. I think that would be the wise thing to do and the kind thing to do for all of us. There are more of those Tea Party, there are so many of them, those Tea Party stamps. And then, oh, this is what I was telling you about earlier in the video if you guys hadn't caught it. So they sliced up all of these stencils that say Morning Sunshine. This one even is not even, they didn't even slice either of the words. That's so funny to me. I mean, if you're gonna go through the work of destroying it, do it right. But no, please don't do it right because then I can't salvage it. But look at that. It's still good. There was like 10 of these and I grabbed all of them. I don't even know what I'll do with them, but worst case scenario, you know, I'll recycle them, maybe use one of them and then recycle the rest. But anyway, I did grab those. I just thought it was funny that they sliced it, but it's still perfectly usable. I don't know. Oh, here's a couple of things. A little terracotta pot, perfectly good. Nothing wrong with it. And this says damaged on the back, but I think it's just that the package was damaged. These are, it's a fashion grommet kit. I will not use this, so I will most likely sell this or see if my mother-in-law or my mom have a use for it. There's another of those stamps. Oh, these are adorable. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I wish these would show up better, but they're little ballerina bunnies. Are you kidding me? And flowers, special little girl, best mom. Hey there for my, what is it? Great Britain, my people on the other side of the ocean. There's one for you. Mother's Day, new baby, best wishes, just because. Anyway, those are adorable. Absolutely adorable. Davis Clark, Bed Bath & Beyond, I was just mentioning, all the ones in our area, they have compactors, so I have no access to them. It's truly unfortunate. This, it says, found hiding in kids' crafts. So I'm guessing this goes to maybe to something else. I don't know. What is this? Is this like a loom? Or it's got all these little raised bumps. See that? Hope you guys can see that. All these little raised bumps. Is that for making some kind of yarn design or... Ah, there it is. Sorry about that. It just went out. Anyway, so Olivia thinks this might be for beads, like those kind. It's funny because we did them when I was a kid, and I guess they've come back into fashion where you melt beads in the oven to make little things. Okay, let's see. You put tiny barrel plastic beads on it and then either, okay, put it in the oven. That's what I thought. That's really cool. Well, and we happen to have some of those. Is it like, perler beads? Are those the ones? Perlers? Olivia says yes, perler beads. So we can put those on here and make some fun little designs. That'll be cool. Most of the rest of it, you guys, is just more scrapbooking stuff. Tons of, look at all this scrapbooking stuff. Isn't that great? All of this scrapbooking, all this beautiful paper. And the thing is, you don't have to do scrapbooks to use this kind of stuff, just crafts in general, right? Anyway, okay, we are getting almost to our time limit. So do any of you have any more questions that I can answer for you so that I can put off going back to my homework? I have a paper I have to write about John Steinbeck's East of Eden, a textual analysis. You're jealous, I know. But if you have any questions that I can answer and then I can delay going back to my homework, please give me your questions. Thank you. Does your husband ever go out diving with you? Oh, my husband, my darling husband, the love of my life. He has gone with me a couple of times, and I wish he was into it and would go more often because he just like vaults in and out of the bins, which you know I can't do, and it is so much more convenient. He's not into the dumpster diving. He, to be honest, has not gotten over all of the stigma of it yet, which is crazy because it's been 10 years, you know, and he's seen all the value and he uses a lot of the things that we bring home, that I bring home, and he's supportive of me, but he just doesn't love it himself. I think, I don't know, people, it's hard to not be embarrassed about it for some people, right? I mean, I'm sure any of you that have gone dumpster diving, I know you've dealt with this, you know, people think funny things about it, and sometimes they make fun of you or they think less of you or whatever because they don't understand how awesome dumpster diving really is. And sometimes it's the people, even the people closest to us, that are the hardest to convince of how awesome it is. Does he get upset when I bring all this home? Sometimes, but only if I don't take care of it right away, which I don't blame him on that end. Because if you have the stuff just piled up everywhere, it makes you crazy. It's so stressful, you know, and I can't stand having stuff piled up everywhere. So I've been much better about staying on top of it, you know, moving it along, getting it where it needs to go. And when I stay on top of that, things go much better in our home, for him and for me and for us together. We make a very good team that way, but it is definitely my responsibility to stay on top of it. And really, it's only when it's just piled up everywhere and he can't get anywhere that it becomes a problem, which, I mean, that's 100% understandable, you know. You want to be comfortable in your own home, and that's why I'm always saying, if you're going to dumpster dive, you need to have a plan. You need to know what you're going to do with the stuff, where it's going to go, so that it isn't just cluttering up your home and ruining your relationships and stressing you out. All right, what were those other questions? Do I go to Big Lots? I have gone around there, but mostly I've just seen compactors. I'll look harder this weekend because I do pass several Big Lots as I'm cruising along. I will look harder this weekend and I will let you know. So tune in Sunday to see what I find, but I'll definitely check it out. Have you had success at Big Lots? Is that why you're suggesting it? Because I haven't yet, but if it's something that a lot of other people have had, you know, really good hauls, you know, in going there, I will totally check it out. No one can put you down unless you let them. Thank you, Monster Company. You know, you guys make me feel so great. You really do. I come on here and I get the biggest self-esteem boost that you can possibly get, and I appreciate that. Thank you. I do stay positive about it in spite of what anyone else thinks, because I love it and I realize how fabulous it is. And I used to keep it kind of to myself and didn't advertise it or broadcast it because I did feel kind of funny about it, you know, and there's the stigma, right? So that was hard for me for a long time, but now I absolutely embrace it and announce it to the world. Obviously, I'm on here, but it takes a long time to get to that point for some of us, and for me, it definitely did. Do I go to Aldi? What is Aldi? I don't know what that is. Let's see, Davis finds a lot of nice vacuums. Really? Is that at Big Lots? That would be awesome. You make my day with your bubbly personality. Oh, you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see, with all the pictures you find, do you change out the look of your house from time to time? Yes, I do. I do change it out, especially for holidays. We decorate for almost every holiday. And then we... sorry, I'm trying to read comments and answer questions, and it's really hard to do, but I'm trying to do it. I'm doing my very best, I promise. I do change out the decor pretty regularly, but there are some key pieces that I just always keep, and then try to rotate things around and, you know, let other things go on to bless other lives so that I can bring in new things that I find. I do have a rule about that. For X amount that I bring in, that same amount has to also go out. I think that's wise and has worked for me. Carol, thank you for loving me and my videos. I appreciate that. Grocery stores? Not really. Not really. The only ones around here that I've had any success or seen friends have success, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, World Market. The problem is most of those are up in Salt Lake. We don't really have any in Utah Valley, and so it's a little tricky. Most of the grocery stores around here do have compactors, and it sucks. And then there's like Sam's Club, things like that, and theirs are all locked bins. Walmart, all locked bins. Kim says, Julie, you have to do your homework. I am rooting for you. I can't wait to see your diploma. Good luck on the dumpster dive. I can't wait to see the craft stuff. I might be on a buying spree. Oh, Kim, you darling, you. It's true. I do need to get the homework done, and I will. I've got senioritis really bad. We have less than 5 weeks left, and unless I like flunk my last classes, I will still graduate with honors, which has been my biggest goal besides graduating. I've been obsessed with it. And so unfortunately, at this point that I'm at, I've ordered all my regalia for graduation, and I'm just feeling like, meh, you know, but I'm gonna get it done. I promise you. And I'm bringing you guys along with me for graduation. If I go to Amazon, what name? Okay, I don't sell on Amazon. I only buy on Amazon. I do affiliate links through Amazon, so if you wanted to shop through my affiliate link, that would be awesome. A great way to support the channel. I will have to update you on what that affiliate link is. Let's see. You motivate and inspire me. I'm jelly over your gumption. Oh, you. Thank you so much. Oh, let's see. I love watching you and your family, especially since so much of mine has passed away. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love to be able to share our family if it helps you in any way. That is fantastic. Let's see. Okay. Oh, you guys are just so loving and so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to make sure that I answer any other questions that there were. I answered about the grocery stores, and I think the main thing is that I need to try these other couple of places this weekend, and I will. I don't think we have an Aldi's. If we do, we don't have one anywhere close. Here in this area, we have Smith's, which is Kroger. We have Associated Food Stores, which is like Macy's and Fresh Market and Allen's. Yeah, that's pretty much it in this area. We don't even have Albertsons anymore. So we're kind of limited in that area, and all the ones anywhere that I know of all have compactors in this valley. If I go up to Salt Lake, there are some that do have open bins, but I do already know of a few pickers that are already hitting those areas, and so I don't want to encroach, you know, on their territory. But I do keep an eye out. If I do happen to see there is an open bin at a grocery store, I will totally hit it up. I used to hit the Whole Foods and things like, or what is it called? It's like Whole Foods, Good Earth. That's one that we do have here and does have unlocked bins, but they haven't had anything in the recent times that I have looked. So, but I will be checking. I will. Even the nasty vacuums have resale parts. That's true. I have resold some vacuum parts. Let me just make sure. Okay. Bath and Body Works. All right. So, I don't have access really, like the Bath and Body Works that are close by are all in malls, and every one of them that I'm seeing has either a compactor or is under a city ordinance that makes dumpster diving illegal. If any of you are familiar with the University Mall, now called University Place in Orem, Utah, they do have open bins, but it's a cruel thing that they do. There are these beautiful bins, no lids, no locks, but no access because there's a cop driving around and around. I know, because I went and looked, and I parked and pretended that I was just hanging out or gonna go for a run or something, because the cop saw me and he like started hanging out too. So all these beautiful open bins welcoming you, but trying to trap you at the same time. So I have not really gotten to any Bath and Body Works, but my friend Cassidy, her channel, I've told you guys about it before, and I did a promotional video about it, so please look for that. It's Tay and Ray Dumpster Divers. They do have a Bath and Body Works that they hit up on a regular basis. They get all these little wallflower. I had never even heard of these wallflower air fresheners before, but Cassidy and her husband find them all the time. Tons of cute little wallflowers, and they sell them on their Instagram. And then all these little wallflower refill, like oil things, and candles galore. They're usually broken, like the glass is broken, but she reuses them in all kinds of awesome ways. So check up their channel and you'll see plenty of the Bath and Body Works stuff. But yeah, I rarely find, because I just don't have access here. And the other ones that are available, you know, people are already hitting those up and I don't want to, you know, jump into someone else's bins. I try to respect other people's bins if I know that someone else is already hitting that bin and has it covered. It's as long as I know the stuff is being salvaged, then I don't worry about that bin, you know, because my main thing is getting out there to salvage, but I also want to respect the other divers in the dumpster diving community and, you know, stuff like that. Let's see, you watch them because of me. Oh, stop. Oh, you're very bubbly. We love it. Oh, thank you. Have you ever gone late at night and had no rent-a-cop? So, I've gone at all different hours of day and night. And mostly I go during daylight hours, which a lot of people think is crazy, but just works better for me and I'm more comfortable with. I don't like being out there at night, especially since a lot of times I'm alone. You know, I can bring my kids and friends and stuff, but most people don't want to go in the middle of the night and I don't want to bring my kids in the middle of the night. So I feel a lot safer in the daytime. I'm able to see what's in the bins much easier, especially if there's like needles or glass. I'm able to see my surroundings much better. I just feel safer in the daytime. And yeah, that's what I do. As far as cops, they're there at all hours. Anywhere I've been, whether it's been day or night, there's been security guards or actual cops coming and going. The nice thing, if you go really early in the morning like I do, or if you go at night, you're not going to have to deal with employees. But you do still have to be really stealthy because of cops and rent-a-cops. I had to miss, let's see, okay, sorry. I had to skip one of my favorite dollar store bins this last weekend because of their security guard that keeps coming around and I just don't want to deal with the trouble. There's not an ordinance in that area that I know of, but I don't want to get into any kind of trouble. And I mentioned before in another video, I have a serious temper problem. I'm a very passionate, half Hispanic woman and I get upset, and when I get upset, I explode, and I would end up getting arrested or something. So if there are going to be security guards of any kind, I just avoid them. It's better that way. I have dealt with them in the past, and it's never gone well. Luckily, I haven't been arrested. Old Navy bins, I do check them, but generally all I find is packaging or hangers or bags. One of you is saying, okay, Kim is saying that they cut up everything, that you'll see that on Crayfam TV. I am subscribed to them. I'll have to check that out. Let's see. Deborah says, finding you and learning that other people did this made me feel so much better. Oh, definitely makes you feel less alone. 100%. 100% it makes you feel better and not feel so weird, you know, like you're the strange one. To me now, it's strange that people don't do it, you know. And Kim says that it is illegal there in Arizona, which I didn't know when I went out there for Christmas to visit family. And I was so tempted because I saw a Kirkland's, which I miss Kirkland's. There was a Kirkland's right by our hotel, and I almost went diving on Christmas morning. I didn't know it was like totally illegal out there, so good thing that I didn't. I wouldn't say that should 100% stop people from diving in Arizona. I'm just saying you'll have to be extra careful and extra cautious. Okay, no one has told me yet. Before I go, because we're almost to an hour, which I'm trying to keep a limit of an hour. Olivia's saying someone did comment on this. Frosting, no, it's not frosting. It says papercraft inspirations. I think that frosting thing was the yellow spatula, maybe. I don't know. Okay, before I go, anyone, is this a spatula? Is this meant for frosting? I don't think so, because it says papercraft. What is this thing? Anyone? I would love to have that knowledge before I go back to my homework. Any idea? Any idea at all? Of course, I can always just Google it, but that's like work. Anyway, all right. Any last thoughts, questions? Sewing. How is it for sewing? What do you do with it? I don't I don't know. It has all these little indented lines. Let's see, Fargo, North Dakota is illegal also, but I still go. You know, those are chances that we choose to take for the passion of dumpster diving and the mission of saving and salvaging. And I absolutely respect and honor you guys for taking the chance where it's illegal, because wow, that's soldiers on a mission to save and salvage. Scrapbooking for scalloped edges. Okay, I could see that. But then what about the lines? I don't know. Anyway, final thoughts. Dumpster diving is amazing. Saving and salvaging is amazing. It is a lot of work and it is tricky, especially with relationships and family and society and people's opinions and all that stuff. But I love doing it and I love you guys. And thank you so much for giving me some of your very precious, very valuable time, especially those of you from across the pond that are like late getting to bed because you want to be here with me. It means the world. You guys are fabulous. You're awesome. I will see you all very soon. So, all right. Great job on graduation. Thank you so much. It's going to be here soon. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You put off a phone call for me? You put off a phone call for me? Oh, you guys. Stopped by the cops 3 times? Good grief. Keep up the good work. You guys are soldiers on a mission, and I'm so proud to be a part of this community. Have a great night, you guys. I just love you and adore you, and I appreciate you. Bye.